Hello students, now today we will see about the ascending and descending order of fractions. In last period we have seen the comparison of fractions. Now we will start with the fractions whatever we get to write in ascending order or descending order. Writing is not the case, but we can find out the smallest one, the biggest one, and accordingly we can arrange them in ascending order as well as in descending order. So now we will start with some example. So, suppose there we have got some fractions like all these are the different fractions and it is asked to arrange the given fractions in an ascending order. Now, just to arrange the given fractions in ascending order is not just to write all the fractions anyhow. First, we have to think which is the smallest fraction in the given fractions. So, just before this lecture, we have seen in the last lecture itself how to compare the fractions. So, first thing we will see about their denominators and the numerators. So, by observing, you will see here everywhere numerator place we have at numerator 1 only. So, these denominators are different, but the numerators are 1 only. So, here all the given fractions are unit fractions. So, easily you can find out, suppose there is 1 out of 10, isn't it? If you have 10 parts and out of that 10 you are taking only 1 part, isn't it? So, 1 upon 10 will be the smallest fraction. As we have seen, the denominator for the such a unit fractions, which denominator will be the bigger, will have the smaller value. So, 1 upon 10 will be the smaller than now 1 upon 6. Because after 10, the bigger figure comes 6. Then comes 5. Then comes 4 and then last 2. So, same way here, 1 upon 5 which is smaller than 1 upon 4 and which is smaller than 1 upon 4. Because you can confirm out of 2 it is 1. If you have such a case, there we are dividing this now square suppose in 2 equal parts and you are taking 1. So, this is 1 half. It means out of 2 you are having 1. But here out of 10 parts, out of such a 10 parts you are taking 1. So, 1 upon 10 will be the smallest and here 1 upon 2 will be the biggest. So, according to this, by comparing you can write down the ascending order for the given fraction. So, here as we know ascending order, whenever we want to write, we have to take the smaller fraction first and then go on writing according to their increase in the values. So, 1 upon 10, then 1 by 6, 1 by 5, 1 by 4, 1 by 2 will be the ascending order for the given fractions. Now, we will see another example for the ascending order. Suppose here you are having now 4 upon 9 6 upon 9. Here the denominators are different. Somewhere 9, somewhere 3. Also the numerators are different. Now what can be done in such cases? So as we have seen before, when the denominators are different, first we have to make them equal. Now how to make these denominators equal? By taking the LCM. By taking the LCM. So here 9, 3, 3 and 9. So by finding out the LCM, what can we write here? Suppose this is 3 and 9. To find out now LCM, first we will do the factorization and then we will find out. So 3 into 3 LCM will be 9. So according to this now, suppose you take 4 upon 9, you need not to multiply. Only by 1 you can multiply and get the answer. As here we have 9 itself as a denominator. But whenever here 3 is given, you have to see that multiply this fraction by 3. It means the numerator as well as the denominator will multiply by 3 and get the answer as a 6 upon 9. Then here 1 upon 3. Here again the denominator is only 3 and we have to multiply both the numerator as well as denominator by 3 and get here denominator as a 9 and 3 ones are 3. Again here 6 upon 9 is here as we have got it. Now when such a case is there, we are having now 6 upon 9, then 3 upon 9, again this is here. Now here by multiplying 1 we have what is 4 upon 9. Now 4 upon 9, 6 upon 9 and 3 upon 9. Here again we can consider the denominator now has become equal. Now we will see the numerators. So now 4 upon 9, 6 upon 9 and 3 upon 9. So whenever such a case is there, these fractions we have got it by multiplication. We have made it here the equal denominator and now we will compare for the ascending order. Now out of 9, when we are having only 4, but out of 9 we are having here 6. So this will be the bigger fraction. But when we are having only 3 out of 9, this will be the smaller fraction. So for ascending order, again we have to start from smaller to bigger number. So 3 upon 9 we will write first, then we will write 4 upon 9 and then we will write 6 upon 9. So this will be your ascending order. Because smaller to bigger. The fractions we have written here smaller to bigger. And whenever we consider ascending order, we have to do the same, smaller to bigger fractions. Now after ascending order, we have to think of descending order. Now the ascending order and descending order are completely opposite. For ascending order, we have started from smaller to bigger. But for descending, now we will start bigger to smaller. So for this first example, we can write now this 1/2, which is greater than 1 upon 4. Then this 1 upon upon 4 will be bigger than 1 upon 5. Again this 1 upon 5 will be bigger than 1 upon 6. And at the end you can write 1 upon n, which is the smaller fraction. So when you arrange smaller to bigger fractions, you can say that will be your descending order. So for writing the descending order, you can write first the bigger number or the bigger fraction and go on writing sequentially to the smaller fractions. Now for this case, when we are having all these three fractions and we have written already the ascending order for the same fractions, when we want to write the descending order, you have to arrange again these fractions according to the bigger to the smaller. So here the reverse will be here. Same, you can write 6 upon 9. Here for ascending order we have written smaller to bigger. Now for descending order we are writing bigger to smaller. So here 6 upon 9, which is bigger than this 4 upon 9, which is bigger than 3 upon 9. So when you are asked to write the descending order, you have to arrange the given fractions according to their values. So bigger will be the first, then smaller, and at the end smallest. Okay, now we will go to the next point, that is now basic operations on fractions. Now which are these operations? So as we know, first we will see the addition, then subtraction, then multiplication and division. So one by one we will do it. First we will see now the operations in that addition. Now when we will see the addition of given fractions. First fractions we are going to consider as a unit fractions. Unit fractions. Now for this we will have one example. Suppose 1 by 3 and 1 by 4. Because now we are considering the addition of the unit fractions. So for this we have to take two unit fractions and carry out their addition. Whenever such a case is there, we have to add unit fractions. We will see their denominators. Can we add it? No. Whenever we are having the unit fractions, the denominators are different, we have to make them first equal. So by taking the LCM, we will now find out here the equal denominators. So 3 multiplied by 5 will be 50 and here 5 multiplied by 3 will be again 50. Okay. Now 5 ones are 5. We are doing the addition. So 3 ones are 3. Now when we get the equal denominators, you can write it once and add the numerators. 5 plus 3. So that you will get the answer as a 8 upon 50. Now we will see the addition of like fractions. Now what are like fractions? Like fractions means whenever the given fractions are having equal denominator. Now suppose here we are having 2 upon 9 and 3 upon 9. such a fractions are given to you, it means here the denominators are same. These are the like fractions. And when we want to carry out the addition, simple addition you can carry out since the denominator is equal. So once you will write this denominator which is same, and you will add a simple addition of the numerator. So here 2 plus 3 will be 5. 9. So this will be your answer. Now for mixed fraction, you can do again the addition. Now for mixed fraction, again we have to carry out the addition. For that we will have now some example. Suppose 1 integer 1 upon 5 plus now 2 integer 1 upon 10. In such a cases when we have the mixed fractions, first we have to convert this mixed fraction into improper fraction by multiplying this whole number with the denominator and add the numerator. So 5 into 1, that is 5, plus this one, 5 plus 1 will be 6 upon this denominator as it is. Again the next mixed fraction you have to again calculate by multiplying the whole number with the denominator. So 2 into 10 will be 20. 20 plus this 1, that is 21. So 21 upon this 10 denominator as it is. And then we have to write and see whether we have the denominators equal. Again by observing you will see here the denominator is only 5 but here we have 10. So again you cannot directly add the fractions. Again we have to multiply and this whole fraction by 2 and get it same denominator. Or in other word you can say the by taking LCM. This 5 and 10. What will be the LCM here? So again the LCM will be 10. So after getting the LCM, here where we have denominator as 5, we will multiply with and we will write this denominator and numerator as it is, because already we are having 10 as a denominator. So no need of calculating this by 1 only. So 6 2s are 12 upon 10 and this addition sign we will keep as it is 21 upon 10. Now when such a denominators we get same, now easily you can add up now these numerators. So we will write this once, the denominator we will write at once and we will carry out the addition of these numerators. So it will come to 33 upon 10. Now as 33 upon 10 is improper fraction, again by dividing this numerator by this denominator 10, we will again convert this 33 upon 10 into mixed form and get the answer. So when you divide this 33 by 10, you will get 10 3s are 13 and remainder will be 3. Okay, so when writing the 33 upon 10 fraction in the mixed fraction, again we have to divide and get answer. So while writing the answer, again we will keep the denominator as it is, and the quotient here we will write as a whole number, and the remainder, this is your remainder and this is your quotient. So that remainder we will write here. So the answer you will get 3 integer 3 upon 10, and that will be the answer for this. You can write. So in this way you can carry out the addition of the unit fractions, then the like fractions, and then the mixed fractions. Now the next part, that is subtraction of the given fractions, we will pick. Now addition and subtraction, both the methods are exactly opposite, but the method is same. Now first we will see for the like fractions, that one example. Now I write their subtraction. Now subtraction of. Now first we will consider for the like fractions. What will be there? Now what is meant by like fraction? Again you should know that like fractions means when the denominators are same. So if you are having here 4 upon 5 minus 1 upon 5 as a 2 fractions which are like fractions and carry out subtraction, then easily you can carry out their subtraction as the denominators are equal. So the first step we will write as a 5, which is same both the bases. Both the fractions are having same denominator. So we will write at once and 4 minus 1. It gives you then 3 upon 5. So the simple answer you will get easily as a 3 upon 5. Now we go for the next, that is now subtraction for the unit fraction. Now here for unit fractions we should have now different fractions like this, where only the numerator should be 1, that is unit fractions, and when we want to carry out their subtraction. For unit fractions, when we want to carry out their subtraction, again we have to go to the denominator and check whether they are equal. Again now 10 and 4 which are not equal, but by taking out the LCM you can find out what will be their LCM. So 10 and 4, these two values we will take to find out the LCM. Now as 10 and 4 both are equal numbers, you can start with 2. So 2 5s are 10 and 2 2s are 4. Now again 2 1s are 2, keep 5 as is, and now next is here 5 1s are 5. So 2 into 2 into 5 gives you 20. So the LCM will be 20. Our LCM will be here 20. So to get 20, we have to multiply this fraction with 2, and this 1 upon 4 by 5. So that 10 into 2 will be 20, and 2 1s are 2 minus. Now here again 5 4s are 20 and 5 1s are. So here now both the denominators are same, we can do the subtraction. Now when such a case is there, again you have to think is 5 upon 20 and here is 2 upon 20. And previously we have seen whenever we are considering the denominators, we have to think of numerators. Here, though the 2 upon 20 is given minus 5 upon 20, the fraction 5 upon 20 is bigger. Because out of 20 it is 5 and out of 20 here is 2. So 2 upon 20 is smaller than 5 upon 20. So 5 minus 2 we have to carry out and get the value answer 3 upon 20. Even though we write this as a 2 minus 5 upon 20, here you have to carry out the subtraction from this 5 and give their sign. So the answer will be here 3 upon 20 only. Okay, now we will go to the next point, that is the subtraction of mixed fraction. For the mixed fraction. Now when we will carry out the subtraction for the mixed fraction, we have to see, suppose one example is given here, 2 integer 2 upon 3 and 1 integer 1 upon 2. Again the mixed fractions we have to convert into improper fraction. That means we will multiply 2 into 3, that is 6 plus 2, 8 upon 3. And here 2 ones are 2 plus 1, that is 3 upon 2. Now here 3 and 2 which are not same. So we have to find out their LCM. And by finding out the LCM, you will get 6 as a LCM. So to write the answer, these 3 we have to multiply by 2. So 8 upon 3, when you multiply by 2, you will get 6 as a denominator for the first. And here we have to take this 3 upon 2 multiplied by 3 and get the answer. Now 8 2s are 16 upon this 6 minus 3 into 3 is 9 upon 2 3s are 6. Now here 16 minus 9 you can write, and once you can write the denominator. And 16 minus 9 can be same or 6. So this way you can carry out the subtraction of different fractions. Maybe that is unit fraction or mixed fraction or the like fractions. Have you understood, children? I hope you all must have understood. Now we will continue next time the next topic. Thank you.